This is the Devil's Trench Coat. Now this one I bought off Mercari. I'm gonna look for some more today, but this is the last Hellblazer that I needed time that I hadn't read that they had on there. They had a lot of choices on there. This one read. Now in this series, John's trench coat, his niece Gemma is mad at him because at his wedding to Epiphany, his demon twin raped her. So she's pissed at her uncle. Her uncle wears this trench coat that's possessed. It's got magical properties. What goes from person to person to person. And just like with John, with people near him, people get hurt, people die. And the first person to get it is, Gemma gives it to a guy who's down on his luck. We see John in bed. He's having lots of problems where all of a sudden water comes through the ceiling and then blood. The longer the trench coat's away from, the worse things get for John. John starts wearing a black jacket instead. It doesn't become him. Another person takes it home and her mother dies. So if you keep, it goes from person to person to person before it finally gets back to John. John goes down to hell to help his sister go to heaven by doing a favor for the devil himself. Now the devil's favor is different. Now the way devil's favor works is that if you promise the devil you're going to do something for him, so you give him something in exchange. If what you want to do fails, such as make your sister's soul go to heaven, make her leave her husband, she goes to heaven, you give up something important to you, which is he didn't want John's soul, he wanted Epiphany's soul. And John did it. He bargained with his wife's soul. Nobody really wanted to see that happen, but the story is really good. I really like the story. John ends up being buried alive and brought back. Now the other books in the series are like Scab, which I've read. I need to get The Laughing Magician yet. Bloody Carnations. India, which is a really rare book. You cannot find that. Phantom Pains. I saw copies of India on, what was it? On Amazon, and they're going for a few $100. So it's a very rare book. But this is a really cool book. I really enjoyed it. If you like Constantine, check the books out. Hellblazer is a great story. If you want something that doesn't have the comic book code on at any time, pushes the limits of what can be in a comic, such as nudity, violence, cursing. We get the outright curse words. What are English words you won't understand unless you buy a dictionary? Trust me, you'll learn a whole new vocabulary reading this book, and the artistry is amazing. I love the concept. It's done on ordinary paper instead of that shiny stuff, as you can see here. But John is an amazing character, and I've loved him since the first book I ever read, which I can't remember which one it was. It was probably Justice League Dark, and I went from there. But because of Matt Ryan's portrayal, that's why I read Constantine, and I fell in love. Constantine has been there. I need it. It comes to feeling like a drug, like you need to have him. Once you really get hooked, and you have to get more and more books, and they're hard to find. It's hard to know ones you haven't read. That's why I have to keep a log of every book I've ever read and done on this channel, because if I don't, I'll buy the same one, and I don't want that. So Hellblazer's amazing books. I really recommend them. They're not for children. I wouldn't read them if I'm 15 or less than 15 or older. Wouldn't recommend them for children or anybody who's faint of heart, can't take pain, can't take blood, doesn't like violence, doesn't like cursing or nudity, you know, because the first picture you're going to see if you open this up, combo cover, is John sitting in his boxers and combat boots, smoking a cigarette, sitting on a washing machine, reading the paper and drinking a beer. So, and also you're going to find pictures in here of him where he's completely naked. All you can see is his arse, as he calls it, but it's ass. But you're going to see pictures that are really going to catch your favor. You're going to see hell in a new light. And John really does perfect work. They're in the shower together when her father walks in on them. Nice way to start a marriage. So, check it out if you really like these books. You know, there's plenty more on my channel. They come home. I do these all the time. So please like the videos, share them with your friends, subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more content I can do. If there's any books you want to see from DC Comics, Vertigo, Image Comics, IDW, I'll be happy to do them. I do not do Marvel. I do not like their books. I've tried hard to like them. I've tried it twice. I really couldn't get into them. So this is the books that I read. If there's any books you really want to see, you think I'd enjoy in the way of DC, Vertigo, you know, Image, IDW, you know, any kind of thing like that, just let me know. comment below, let me know about it. I will try to find the book if I can, and I will do the video. If there's any toys that are out I haven't seen, let me know. I'll do them. As long as they're not messy or needing water or anything like that, I can do them, because this is done at a studio with a lot of electronics. So we really cannot have anything messy. So check it out.